2020 Extra D.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Ash, and welcome to a very special Christmas edition live stream. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day and a very Merry Christmas. And be safe, everyone. My dogs are currently fighting over their Christmas toys. They are all happy. I just got all my presents and I am happy as can be. So, let's make you guys happy. And let's have a fantastic live stream. I have done a 3D model every Christmas for the last 3 years. Maybe 4, across several different channels. And they get better every year. And I hope that this Christmas stream is no different. So today we are going to be hopping back in Blender and let's 3D model. Super excited. Got a couple hours to burn, so no rush at all. So I guess we can add the easiest one, and I admit I cheat. If I have the tree option available, that must be in my settings. This is embarrassing. This is a new version of Blender. So I might be completely in the dark, and that's okay. Preferences, there we go. Add-ons. And there's a couple of these I actually wanted to add anyways, so forgive me as I ensure I download and install the add-ons I want. That's a sapling tree gen. Okay, I think we've got the add-ons we want. And then I'm a bit slow on the pickup. The intro is fantastic. I gotta pat myself on the back for that intro, but definitely not definitely slowed down as soon as we actually got into Blender. But that's okay. Here to have the best Christmas I can with the good people of Twitch and YouTube. And I normally don't stream to both platforms, so this is a special event. Okay. we will see where that gets us. And if it in fact adds well, it definitely added some kind of tree, but that is most certainly not a pine. Okay, can it be though? Well, that just gave me an idea. And this is why I experiment. So, right off the bat, we know what we're gonna do. And, oh, I know what I'm going to do. You guys will figure it out. This is gonna be awesome. Heck yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Just here to show myself up every single year. Trying to get that curve or that triangle. That our coniferous friends have, but I don't know, that looks pretty good. Okay, that looks, I would say amazing, but I legally can't. That looks horrendous. As with all my first edition experiments, there's progress and then there's the perfection. When I concentrate, I lose my dialogue, and that is something I am working on. I hope that this is better than my last year's 3D model. It doesn't really matter if it is or not, though, objectively, because that model is lost to time. I no longer have that channel. I could probably find you that video, but do I want to go through that much effort? I don't know. I might at the end of this, but just here to make the best 3D model I possibly can. Okay, that's a little too far up. We'll bring that on down. I actually scaled that a little bit too far. So, what is a tree? Or what are branches? Just little mini trees. So, I am creating a tree of many trees. Let's not animate. Join. Actually, we will not join. Convert to mesh. Now I join it. Aha! Gotta do things in the proper order for things to work. Oh my gosh, this looks absolutely insane. And it's only going to get worse from here. I can promise you guys that. So, let's... Oh god, I might have just frozen. That's the thing. Just for SNG, we'll render that. And to be honest, it probably looks like my first attempt at 3D modeling a Christmas tree. Let's undo that. I am actually going to undo the point where we do that, render out our image, and that so far is looking good. We are now going to select all of these, hide it, hide our shame. Alright, we are going to add mesh circle, add circle, and radius, bring that in, fill type, and gone. We are going to Alt H, tab into our circle, face select, and extrude, being sure not to physically extrude it, but separate the top and the bottom, scale up, and scale down. Like so. And that looks like an absurdly thick trunk. Let's scale that on down for size. Let's be honest, I have not had a real Christmas tree in several years, so I don't exactly remember how thick the trunks are. I could look outside, but no thank you. It is freezing out. But not freezing enough for snow. It is a brown Christmas for us here. Got snow? Comment and put it in the comments, and let me know where you're at. I would love to see a white Christmas, but alas, I can wait for another year. Alright, so we'll render that, and already that looks pretty good. We are going to tab out. Join. And they're all one mesh now. Select all. Add particles, and we'll try hair. I normally just do, well, I've actually never done the actual needles on the tree. I think all I did on my last model was this, and I just painted the branches green, and it didn't even look near as good as this, so we're on track for probably my best Christmas 3D model. And that's good, it shows development. At least it's not worse. Alright, so I have not worked with particles since 2017, I want to say. So yeah, it has been incredibly too long. But I think we can figure this out. If not, I might put my dignity aside and look at the Blender tutorial. Not a YouTube video, like an actual Blender tutorial. But let's see. Okay. Let's just back it up. We will add the modifier. We will add the particle system. We will do exactly what I did last time and get a complete different result. Sometimes the definition of insanity plays out. I don't think I did anything differently, although, who knows, I maybe doing this first and then adding it confused it, but yeah, we can definitely work with this, and glad particles haven't really changed too much. Alright, so render this, and that made the branches go invisible, so we do want to spawn the alright, we want you with short hair. Well, that is some finer branches. So that's a dead pine tree. It's a pine tree after Christmas, okay? We're getting there. Let's up that number by a boatload. Increase the length just a little bit. And render that. That's looking a little better, although it looks a little bit more like a thistle, but we're not giving up yet, guys. Actually, we're just getting started. Don't know what I'm talking about. I can even stop right here, and this will be better than any 3D model I have done in past years. I can say that with pure confidence, and we are just getting started. That looks substantially better. Now what if I just duplicate and double up? I'm kind of mad because when it was a path, I could have still moved some of the branches. Now that's not exactly feasible. I mean, it is, but it's not practical. Let's see, perspective editing. Okay, with perspective editing, I guess we could affect just a branch. Let's add a little bit of dynamics to this tree. Heck yeah. And that's how it's done. Now, I know I am kind of just clicking and determining what is the best setting. Is that cheating? I guess it might be a little bit, but it's fun, and I am paying attention to what I do, so I can do better and do more in future videos. I'd say my 3D modeling has come quite a long way, and I've got quite a bit of ways to go. Alright, I am back. I'm sorry about that. But it is Christmas time, and saying Merry Christmas to family. No, I am not ditching the event, but I just wanted to stop back again and say Merry Christmas. So I just had to put a brief hold on the 3D modeling here. Now I wonder if we can trim individual particles, because that actually looks good. New. Let's name this Needles. So when we go into Needles, and you can do New, Color, and let's color the branches first. How about that? We'll go to New. We'll go to make it brown. And that looks terrible, if I do say so myself. I love it. That instantly looks better. Let's color the tree as well. I did not mean to do that. I'm looking for this. Oops, there we go. That is a very, very top tier color choice for the tree, if I do say so myself. I'm pretty proud of that. And by that, I mean I am changing it as we speak, because, no. And now moving back to the particle system. Obviously we've got some that we need to shorten up to about 0.5-ish. That looks terrible. That looks better. Oh yes, that is exactly what we wanted to do. Heck yeah, now we gotta figure out the texturing. Because yeah, this looks like a pine tree in January or February. It stayed in the house a little too long and may pose a little bit of a fire hazard. Do not keep your trees longer than you have to, folks. Or go artificial if you had to have that tree all year round. Oh, that's understandable. So what if I do this? Material, new, green, pine green. Go into the particle. And aside for some pretty crappy lighting, and most certainly the need for better spacing, we are definitely coming along. Very happy. I wish I had some Christmas music for you guys, but at the same time, this video will be remaining on my channel for everyone to see. And also, hopefully, if I am still around next year, which I plan to be, we can actually do a comparison, which I have decided I will do some digging at the end of this stream after this model is done, and we will be doing some live comparisons to see how I did. Might not be able to find anything, I can't make any promises, but yeah, that's the goal. So we are going to keep our work on the needles and trying to get things looking a little bit better than they already are. Okay. Well, that is definitely a result, and I do like the result. That means we can shorten each hair length and get the same result, we'll add a tangent. And that looks really good in the preview, but is very underwhelming in the render. So I guess that's something we also need to bear in mind, that what we think we see in the window means nothing if it what we see in the preview window does not necessarily correspond to what is going to render, and that could mean the difference between a good looking model and a bad one, or at least a complete. Let's undo that tangent. And that actually improved it by adding it up, but I think the best look was no tangent at all, because there's no tangent, the tangent phase is irrelevant. This is the one we've been looking for. Let's render that. And now it's still way too thick on the inside. So let's randomize it. That's abstract art. That's what that is. Zero randomness. Let's just add a second one, I guess. No, that looks horrible. What can we do to thicken this up? do 5,000 and see where that gets us. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. And you know what? That is looking good to me. And comparatively to other years. I think what we can do also is Shift D, move it up. And this time we will hide the emitter. Now I've got the secrets. Think, guys, think. Alrighty. We will hide the emitter and render. And aside from a couple randoms that we've got to clean up, thin it out a little bit. That's a little dense. We don't need that dense. There. And let's go shorten the hair length because of this needle. Okay, so it's the same particle system. That's a little bit annoying. We should probably add a second one. Good. And there we go. We have ourselves a Christmas tree. We'll grab this trunk, make it a little taller. Save it. And save it. Should have saved it a long time ago, but that is a very bad habit that I have. Now, I could end this here, or I could take this up to the next level. And you know what? This isn't amateur hour anymore. Just double check that it is saved. And we will exit out of here. And go back into Blender in a new file. Now I want to design a tree stand. Something none of my previous trees have had. So we'll add mesh, plane, scale it lengthwise. I'd rather make it too big. I can always scale it down as needed. So that looks about right. And we are going to knife before I do this, I kind of want to pull up a reference image of a tree stand.
That's a Christmas tree, babe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're doing a Christmas tree. Never mind.
You're dumb.
No, I'm not. I'm just forgetful, babe. I suffer from that CRS. I'm not gonna say it because you might be live.
I am live.
So I'm not gonna say it.
I forgot I was live. Sorry about that. But this is exactly what I was looking for. Had one that looked very similar to it as a kid. I'd rather find one that's exactly the one I had, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. And truthfully, with how long it's been since I've actually had one, we'll call it that. And add mesh UV sphere, tab, select all. I don't know why I'm going into tutorial mode. It's just where my brain normally rests. We need to turn this into half of a sphere. Good. And I knew there's a couple vertices I tagged. X. Aces. Scale that down just a hair. Oh, scale. And just like that, we've got ourselves a bowl. Heck yeah. Super pumped. I'm starting to figure out this 3D modeling thing. Now let's just slow our roll. Aha! Now that was a very good idea. I was not sure how I was going to replicate this design in Blender, but I think I just figured it out. I have to turn my heater off real quick. It is a sauna in here. Who else keeps their room circa 80 degrees? I love it. I need to get out to the desert. Alright. We will actually try to get it on the green axis. So we will rotate this a little bit. 7 top view. And that is perfect. That way, when we grab our face and extrude it on either axis, we will be able to mirror the results. Don't know exactly what I was going to try to say there, but it did not come out, and I apologize. Alright, we will move that down and extrude that. Alright, so let's go to our little notebook here, or our note sheet I should say. It's not a notebook. And notate how far we extrude in the first direction, and it is negative 1.1455 meters away. And then down we'll do 0.5 meters away. And just to confirm, it is off the ground. Yes. Thank you, Walmart.com, for supplying the images. I have not had a real tree in many years, so I kind of forgot what these looked like. And we're actually not going to go that high up. We'll do 0.411 down. 0.41163 down. And that way, we can just go to this side, grab this face, extrude it, move it to approximately where we thought, and then overshoot it by a mile. We'll do 1.1455 and down negative 0.41163, and just like that, that should be perfectly mirrored, but it most certainly does not look it. No, it is. It has to be. Alright, we'll go on to the top view. And hopefully select the right face. .1455. And then down 0.41163. Negative. The negative makes a substantial bit of difference, guys. Oops. I don't like what my mouse is doing. There we go. Extrude that. And -1 point 455 meters. And then down negative 0.41163, and there we have it, a stand to feed the tree. And then I want to try this, and now I know that it's something I could have done, although no, it is actually not, because it is, well, actually yes, it is. I'm overreacting because I can easily just scale this back up, scale that back up. Should have paid attention to how much I scaled that up, actually. 3.006. 3.006. 3.006 and 3.006. Three point zero zero six, 3.006, and 3.006. 3.006, 3.006, and last but not least, 3.006. Haha, perfect, I win at life. We will flatten these feet out. .25. Minus 0.25. There we go. .25. And last but not least, minus 0.25. Add ourselves a cylinder. Scale it down just small enough to weld in to our little holder here. I know this is something that nobody will ever see, but I kind of obsess over details like that. I'm not going for complete perfection on this one, but the closer the better. Go ahead, face select that. That can be way shorter, because that just holds the screw. Faces, and select the interior, or just select the whole thing and then just deselect everything we don't want, because that seems to be the easiest thing to do. If I would just back out of the tool and hit the right buttons, because two very important things that I cannot seem to do. Alright, we'll extrude this just a little bit. Deselect those faces. That's a mistake. Just make it a wee bit thicker. Bottom face can come out. Bottom face can come out. I have caps locks on. I'm not yelling it, and I cannot type. Heck yeah, guys. Now, the easiest part, and that is to color it. So let's select the bowl. I really don't know if there's an easy way to select just the bowl. Although I seem to have selected absolutely everything. So we'll just do some deselecting. It'll be easy once we get the bowl made, because then we can just select all and then deselect the red paint. I believe that these should be green. Alright, I do believe that is everything, so we will assign. And of course, it did not work the way we wanted it to. New, and we'll do green. So now we want to select everything that's green. Try to do it a little bit more controlled than we did selecting the base. And undersides do count. And that should be the easy way to select all of that. And we did get most of it. Definitely a lot more controlled. Deselect the ones we don't want. Select all that apply. And assign. I missed one, haha. Assign. And even though you cannot see it, assign. Show me a sign. now, shade it smooth, exit, and import. Tree stand. Oh. I do that a lot. Scroll brain. Merry Christmas. .blend. And our lovely tree is going to look a lot nicer held up by a proper tree stand. Append, tree stand, append, mesh, sphere. And that is mammoth. Just a little bit overkill. That is still just way too big, so I'll scale that on down. And again, we now have a holder that is the right width for the trunk. I did a pretty good job at scaling the trunk without actually looking at it. And I think we'll just copy downwards. And we're too far away now, so let's I forget how to, I shouldn't say I forget how to. They changed the controls for walking the camera. Besides, I actually want a different view anyways, so add, or not add, view, align view, align active camera to view. And now, as we can see, we've got ourselves a whole pine tree in a stand. Just want to hide that emitter and move it up just a hair. Want to make it kind of look like it belongs. Like that. Beautiful. Was having trouble getting in the Christmas spirit this year, guys, I'll admit. My foot is falling asleep. God darn it. Gosh darn it. Oh. Decided since I had to stand up and stretch my leg out, might as well hum you some Christmas carols. Don't get used to it. I know, I'm not that good. That still looks astronomically big, but short of redoing the dish, I don't think there's really anything I can do about it. And to be honest, guys, I don't... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm a perfectionist. If I don't do this, it's gonna bug me forever. So... go into materials and select all that apply. And just like that, that looks way better. Still supersized, but it actually holds the tree well. And wow, this tree is actually looking really good. Alright, now let's add some scenery, shall we? Add mesh cube. Tab. Subdivide. We will do purple. And then for our secondary color, we will do pink ribbon wrappings. I will probably edit this down into an episode. Oh. Because there were a couple breaks in this. New material. And pink, my favorite color. We'll also extrude this just a little bit. Oh, turn off perspective editing. You know, I wasn't thinking about doing it, but now I am, guys. I'm going all out this year. And even adding presents. I love this, guys. I love you guys. I love that I'm finally being able to make content. And content that I'm actually proud of. Now, bows are never perfect. I cannot even make a bow IRL. So, yeah, I'm actually doing better in 3D modeling program than I do real life. Just trying to match the height. And I can always edit it further. I want to raise it just a little bit. I mean, microscopically, you might not even be able to see it on the render, but I'll know it's there. And that's gonna make all the difference to me. I don't know if I can do it all at once. It might extrude weird. We'll find out, though. Yes, it most certainly does. So we will maintain one side at a time. Extrude. Zero, 1, 8. Why am I doing this? I don't know. The idea just hit me. And it just adds that bit extra.
Now, wait a minute now. I want to wash this.
That's a massive present. I'm sorry to whoever gets this present. It is not as big as you think it is. Let's add mesh plane and find the floor. Alright, now we can throw our Christmas presents underneath the Christmas tree. We'll add some rotation to it. I guess I should have paid attention to which way my camera is facing, but not a problem. We will just move them all collectively as a group. But on an exact axis. And wrong. Now, what tree is complete without decorations? Well, we've already been doing this for an hour and a half. Goodness, guys, time flies when you're having fun. But what tree is complete without ornaments? Right? Right. So we'll save and then open yet another new file. Replace that with an object. Add mesh sphere. Add mesh cylinder. won't really be seeing the hangers, so we won't model that. We will, however, shade this smooth. We will select that, and every ornament that I have seen has had, well, not all, but a fair few, has a little bit of a gold color to it. And then we'll do red, add mesh, add mesh sphere, add mesh cylinder, make it the same size, can even get the exact height. Perfect. Slide that on over. I can't tell. Close enough. Actually, that can stay the same. Move that over. That looks about centered. For this one, we'll add a new texture, and it'll be green and smooth as well. And there we go. We've got our ornaments made. Ornaments. Oh my gosh, I just sneezed, but luckily I was able to mute the mic in time. Back into a Merry Christmas blend. File, append, ornaments, append, mesh, sphere, cancel, actually. I don't think we changed anything, but save anyways. Go back into ornaments, stop blend. Rename. Aha, rename. Red. Rename. Green. now we should be able to enter Blender again. Merry Christmas. File, append, ornaments, mesh, green. Oh, let's do red first. And aside from having to scale down a considerable amount, we have now got ornaments that we can place from the branches. Perspective changes so much here, it's not even funny. But the ornaments have got to be attached. Excuse me. Yeah. Let's move these. Let's get the ornaments that we want into their final destination. I feel a little weird saying final destination during a Christmas live stream because man, that movie scarred me for life. And it most certainly is not a Christmas movie. Alright, we'll add a couple more red. And again, with the insane oversized Believe it or that actually looks really decent from afar, but I guarantee when we get up close. Oh, wow, actually, this one might be a case where I am proven wrong. Okay, yep. Perspective may mean a fair bit. That is okay completely. Actually, no, it matters quite a bit, and I'm gonna be struggling here for the next few minutes, getting them all in the same line. But I guess that's what I get for wanting to go this far. All right. That's a branch right there, latched onto, perfect. And you know what? That actually looks even better. Oh, of course it does. I mean, the ornaments are actually on the tree. So, of course, that's going to make a difference. Silly Ash. Right now we don't got any floaters. Looking good, looking good. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Looks like we need one more red up at the top. Kind of like over here. And down and down a little bit more and right there. Need a little bit more green down at the bottom. And you know what, guys? I think that is ready to be finalized. Save. No, I don't want a new image. I want to save image. Image. Save as. Merry Christmas, everyone. We will update GIMP at a later time, because we've got some business to do. And we want our pictures, and we want Merry Christmas, everyone. This is not gonna work. So we will mess with a font. Let's all make it bigger. And font, let's just go through the alphabet. A, B, that actually looks like what I want. And then we're going really fancy with it. Every other letter is going to be green. That is satisfying as AF. It's always an amazing thing when you start an art project and you know where you want to go with it, and it ends up working out perfectly first try. And I guess to end it on red, we'll have to add an exclamation point. Heck yeah, guys. Seriously, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all have a very fantastic day. Stay safe, happy, healthy, and like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. Peace, and Merry Christmas.